If you're telling me how much money you generated from the start of 2025 till now, how much will be in royalties, in revenue generated?
No, I can check it for you if you want. Can you see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is my royalties of this year.
That's amazing, man. Again, that's like very impressive.
I've been working as a bartender for a long time till this last month that I just quit my job and I'm now a full-time publisher. First book that I published with Nespolite was a bestseller. It was the first one in the niche.
Wow.
That's the important thing, is to create a book now that in 6 months is gonna be selling, or even in a year, or even in 2 years. So that it's only possible if you create high quality books.
Where you're gonna put the majority of the cash flow you're generating each month in the business, like to create more books or to reinvest in?
90% of the spend of my business is as much money as you can put in the machine, as much money as you are gonna get.
It's true. So, guys, as you know, we are here with Ricard. This guy literally went from $0 to over $20,000 literally in months, right? And I think it's like, Ricard, correct me if I'm wrong, like in 7 months, probably from.
Yeah, I launched my first book in the middle, like almost finishing the Q4 of the last year. It was like almost last week of November or first week of December when I
Yeah.
started selling books. So yeah, it has been like pretty fast, a lot of work, but yeah, pretty happy.
Yeah. Like, of course, the last time we spoke in chat, you told me that also, it was very funny. Like, even your girlfriend and your sister-in-law are starting this. And why with all the businesses like KDP?
I mean, for me, I think that it's a great opportunity for everyone that wants to start an online business. First of all, because low barrier of entry compared to other businesses, like for example, FBA. So this means that it has a huge potential for anyone starting from scratch. Then another point, I think that there are endless opportunities. Like I feel that in KDP there are not big players, so it's easier to compete with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that as well, you don't need like a really big team. I mean, if you have just one or two people, I think that you can reach really good numbers in KDP
Yeah.
because now with AI, it's so much easier to do like lots of processes that they used to be like really really hard.
Yeah.
And then it's another great point, and I think one of the most important is that you can focus in growth and marketing. You don't have to focus on logistics,
Shipping. Yeah.
inventory, everything. So this, I think that for all these reasons, it's a really good business model to start.
Yeah, so absolutely, man. I mean, I thought about this a lot of time, especially like in the last calls that we did in the previous months. Like a lot of people came from FBA and came from affiliate marketing, came from e-commerce to say, really, that is all it takes to generate income. Of course, like you said, there is a lot of work behind because we're not here like to. It's not quick rich stuff, right? But compared to any other stuff and looking out other businesses where you have to handle shipping, customer support, inventory, everything. Like when it comes to books, we are literally doing PDFs because that's exactly the core of the product. So everything is digital. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm curious about like your journey before joining Publishing OS, before joining the book business. Like what you were doing.
I was starting my corporate career. Like I studied economics, and then I studied a master's degree in investment strategy and all that stuff. But then I realized that I didn't like to stay like 8, 10 hours in an office. So I started, first of all, I started in FBA, like this model that is reselling or stuff. Like you buy some products and then you sell it like in FBA, but not your own products that are from different brands. So you buy it cheaper and then you try to sell it more expensive in FBA. So then I realized that it was a way super hard to scale it And then I found KDP. And when I found KDP, I said, okay, this is the way to go.
Yeah, and it's like because of course right now like for all the people that are watching, because was for me when I started, like you can see that you went literally from zero, and of course starting from taking the traditional path to go in a online business and crushing it, because man, you're having the results that I think like the top 10% of people that start an online business have. Probably even more. Because if you're generating like, yeah, I think right now, if you're telling me how much money you generated from the start of 2025 till now, how much will be in royalties, in revenue generated?
I don't know. I can check it for you if you want.
Yeah, it would be great if you
But
can share the screen, man, as well.
let me check one second.
Yeah, of course, man. Don't like type on the dashboard because they can see the title, but just like just to refresh the
Royalties.
dashboard, stuff like that, to see that these no fixed stuff.
Yeah. Mm, mm, I share. Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So this is my royalties of this year.
Yeah,
This
15K.
this is this month,
Yeah,
this year.
96K in literally from January to August, so it's like 8 months, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, amazing, man. And of course, that's amazing, man. Again, that's like very impressive. A lot of people don't get one simple concept. That's one of the questions that I got the most in the last years, that I see here all 29 books, right? But I'm sure that it's like, exactly. It's like how many books are bringing the famous 80% of the royalties?
Less than 4 books.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
making the 80% of the royalty.
Yeah. So that's very important, because our strategy is not to publish hundreds and hundreds of books. 5 books, potentially you can make 6 figure in a year. And it's like, we have many case studies inside the community that even with one book, you can bring $100,000 per year, right? Because we focus on quality, and yeah, that's how it works, right? With nonfiction. That's why it's so good. What is, in your opinion, because one thing that I love about you, you really were relentless in sharing the dashboard. Doesn't matter if you were like making $0 or making just a couple hundreds, until you make like 20K. So chapeau to you, right? What is, in your opinion, the things that allows you to go from literally ground zero to make these numbers and be like on another level?
What I have been focusing a lot since I started is about trying to understand what my dream avatar is looking for. So I feel that now with IA, we have a really, if you know how to use it properly, you can focus a lot in creating a product your dream avatar is looking for. Not trying to sell something that is already created. It's about creating something that what they are looking for. And now I feel with IA, like looking, like analyzing reviews, analyzing like Reddit, social media, trendings, everything. I think that's the most important part of the business. Then obviously you have to create a good quality product, but I think that focusing in the niche and then what your dream avatar is looking for is the most important part.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, I think you jump on board like in the verge of the final wave of traditional, like meaning the hiring ghostwriters, right? And then right now that you can potentially have the same, almost the same quality, right? If you of course know how to do it. In fact, we have the famous 3 prompts, right? That we have inside and that we teach inside Publishing Us. That basically we have the research prompt that basically, like, before, to make a proper research, it take potentially, I don't know, 2 weeks. Like, right between choosing the topic and like do an exact research to nail down all the topics that the potential buyers can. You say, you know what, this book is about me, I want to buy. Literally, it took 2 weeks. Right now with AI, like minutes probably, right? And it's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane. And same thing for the other 2 prompts. Right now, you can create the book creation like with a prompt. Of course, it's very important that doesn't matter. A lot of people say, okay, Tommy, if you're using AI, then it's your book is gonna be crap. That
Uh,
I mean, Yeah, yeah. Can you expand on that? I mean, how you think is important the quality of the book in the overall business? Because it look like it's just about the topic and it's gonna make money, right?
No, I feel like that is super, super important because you can start making money with a crap book. You can start making money, but the thing is that if you want to scale your business, you have to maintain your books for a long time, because if you are creating a book and then you get bad reviews and then you have to create another book, you are not going to scale it. So if that book gets like 4 or 5 star reviews, you know that you are going to that this book is gonna last for a long time. So that's the important thing, is to create a book now that in 6 months is gonna be selling, or even in a year, or even in 2 years. So that it's only possible if you create high quality books and you are really focused in quality, in checking what IA have created. You have to edit it, you have to check it, and then you have to do a proper layout, and then
Yeah.
yeah, good quality checks, of course.
Yeah, and a lot of people forget that. I just make an example. You get paid. All our members get paid through Amazon. So Amazon is like a multi-billion-dollar company. They put the customers first. So it's normal, guys, that if you publish something that is not quality, Amazon is gonna tank it. It's impossible to make millions of dollars in this business without publishing something that is quality, because that's how you make money. You make money if you bring value to the market. Otherwise, you don't, right? So amazing, man. Thanks for this one as well. And without telling us the topic, right, of the books you're making the most money with, why you choose the niche you are right now? Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that.
I'm focused in the health and wellness niche.
Cool.
I choose this niche because in Amazon is one of the biggest niches. Like, there is
Yeah.
extremely high demand, and because of that, there is a lot of competition. But what I feel is that the competition is not good. So I feel that there is relatively low good quality competition.
Hmm.
So I think that if with proper quality and a right angle, you can sell a lot in that niche. Even if you think that it's like it's extremely competitive of books that they are really bad done. If you really know how to do proper good quality books, you can compete against all that people and win it. And
Yeah.
because I'm focusing as well in an evergreen niche, and that niche is really evergreen.
Absolutely, man. We focus on quality, we focus on the right niche, and then it's natural. Like it's a mathematical process sometimes, right? And that's what we love about the business. So, and if you have to tell me, like, just a quick question before the next one, like, um, how long it took for you to like publish the first book and then making the first sales that you say, oh my gosh, they're coming the sales right now?
It took like uh days, 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. The thing is that no, it was not about like the first sale. Is that the first book that I published with Nespola? It was a bestseller. It was the first one in the niche.
Wow.
And I think that happened because I focused a lot in winning in everything. Okay, so what's doing my best competitor? And I decided to just win him in the cover, win him in the reviews, win him in the content, win him in everything. So that like focusing in all the different parts of the book, what you can do, I did it better, so that's why I got like the bestseller in the niche.
Yeah, man, that's all about the details because, of course, we don't have to like reinvent the wheel. That's one of the problems I see a lot of out there.
Yeah.
Like people tends to reinvent the wheel and don't look at the data that counts, like what you put in your title, so your offer of the book, right? The book cover and everything that is inside. That is say, oh my gosh. Sometimes even like the table of content, right? What you put inside on the top of the book, so the readers is gonna open the book and say, oh yeah, of course on Amazon you have the possibility to read the sample of the book. You're gonna say, oh my gosh, look what they include in the table of content, in the index of the book. And that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm sure the work we did together, because if I'm not wrong, you start with the guide topic selection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you've been very
And
good,
one
man.
of one of the things that I think that it's really, really, really important to focus is in find a new angle. find a new angle where like you can differentiate from your competitors.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, because just to make an example, guys, of what he's saying, Ricard, it's like it's a lot of alphas over there. Simply because if let's say we take, I like to make the same example of the Mediterranean diet, right? It's just an example. It's a very broad topic, but if we are going to narrow down even more, like for example, Mediterranean diet cookbook for women over 50 or for seniors, is gonna find that even smaller niche and another angle that is say, you know what, nobody's publishing there, much less people. And I love this book because nailed down all the things that the final consumer, of course, wanted, right? So, man, like, let's talk about a little bit the mindset, right? Before making some extra technical question that I'm sure are very valuable. But how much your mindset changed from literally being from probably like you were already working before, or it's like you were just a student and you start making like the big bucks? Can you tell me this shift?
What I know is like when I started in KDP, it was my second business starting. Like the first one was FBA, that was not bad. I was making money, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
decided to quit it. I decided to quit it because I found KDP. So
How much
first,
you were? Sorry, man. How much you were
yeah,
making with with FBA?
it was making 10K revenue, like 3K profit, something like that.
Okay, got it, got it.
But then I quit FBA because I moved to Australia, so to start there a new chapter, and then there I started focusing a lot in KDP. But yeah, I was working when I moved to Australia. I was working as a bartender, and I've been working as a bartender for a long time till this last month that I just quit my job and I'm now a full-time publisher. But like since the day one I started KDP, my main goal was be that my main business, not as a side hustle, as a main income. So that's why I have put a lot of effort in it. I have worked many hours,
Hmm.
but because I had a clear goal, and my clear goal was to make this my main income. And I said, okay, the day that I'm going to make the enough money to quit my job, I'm going to do it. So I was always thinking on that, and because it was not like the easiest job because it was bartending until super late in the night and all that stuff. I was super focused all the rest of the time in okay, the day that I make enough money, I'm going to quit it. So it was a really good motivation.
Yeah, man. And like it's funny because I always found that a lot of people when starting online business, they don't have a clear goal in the sense that, okay, yeah, it's fine that it's scary because doesn't matter if you use AI or not. Of course, you're going to invest something. Doesn't matter if it's your time, doesn't matter if it's your money, right? So if you want to see return on investment, you have to make a clear decision. And then from there, you make things happen. When you cancel all the noise and you put like only one goal in front of you, it's going to happen, man.
Yeah, I saw. Imagine I was just working. I moved to Australia, and all the money that I was saving, I was reinvesting it in KDP. My main goal was to move to Australia was to have more money to invest in the business.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and of course, right now I make a like a to let the people understand better where you invest the money, because of course you invested for sure in your book creation because you started with ghostwriters, right? No affiliate with AI. What it look like right now when it comes to invest your money once your book is already ready? It doesn't matter if you're publishing more books with AI right now, where you're gonna put the majority of the cash flow you're generating each month in the business, like to create more books or to reinvest in ads,
Like
whatever.
my biggest spend for sure, but like 90% of the spend of my business is advertising. As much money as you can put in the machine, as much money as you are gonna get.
It's true. It's true. And so basically,
Mathematics.
yeah. So that's the goal. Once the book is ready, it's like I don't want. Guys, we are all adults here in the chat. In the sense that, yeah, we cannot, no Ricard, no me can say, yeah, you just need to put $1 and you make $2 back. That
Yeah.
is too good to be true. But once you're a publisher of a certain level, you understand the game, you understand so good the game, and you can feel it by Ricard as well. Like he breathe the game, he think about the game, and he make the game like happen, for him. And of course there are risks. Of course there is a lot of work, like he told you, but it can happen, man. It can happen. And yeah, I have one thing that I want to ask you personally. So regarding your personal goal with KDP, like how does it look like the next 12 months when it comes to, okay, my next step with KDP? Because of course you are generating money. You know deep down that you can generate much more, right? How you're structuring everything.
Okay, so like my goal for this December was to hit 10K profit, but this yeah already happened. So now I have a new target that it's like 40 revenue, 20K profit for December.
Yeah.
And then goals, like I have different goals. The first, the goals are short term is keep growing, like launching books in the proven niches that I have and keep the business growing. And for the long term, it's about focusing on opportunities and new brands. I'm 100% focused in KDP. I don't want to lose my focus. So it's all about focusing in new opportunities, new brands, new books. And in the ultimate goal, like life goal, is freedom, time, and financial stability.
That's the goal, man. That's the goal. And I know. Apart from you told me the last time you were here in Indonesia surfing. I'm here and actually in Bali. We're pretty near.
Yeah,
You were in
yeah.
Bali.
I
You
know,
were in
I
Bali
know.
surfing.
I went to Sumbawa, Lombok, and then I stayed in Bali for 3 days. Yeah.
Amazing, man. Amazing, man. I hope you like Bali. And sorry if I go a little bit over the place. One question that I forget to ask you is very important. The Amazon ad spending, right? Because of course you told me that as much money you want to put inside the machine, you have to put it. Um, how much you invested at the beginning to start your KDP business, like per day or per month, like the first per day, like if you remember how much you set up the campaign at the beginning to start with. Maybe a lot of people think that you need to invest like necessarily 10K per month, 5K per month to start
Uh,
the business. Yeah, tell,
no.
tell us a little bit more the ad spending to
I,
start with.
I, I started with a pretty high because I had the money, but I was starting like about $100 a day, something like that, 3K. But but yeah, like for me, the main thing that you have to do if you wanna grow as fast as I have done is to reinvest everything. I mean, in the first months of your business, you have to reinvest almost everything, and then you are going to grow as fast as you can. It's the only way. But yeah, you can start like with 3K now, and even when I started, it was a little bit harder because I started investing a lot of money in creating the books and all that stuff. But now with IA that you can create the books a lot cheaper, I think that I feel that with 3K you can start like a really good way to start the business. I mean, it's enough money to start making such a good money, not
Yeah.
100K a month. Like not $100 a month. Like you can start making money with 3K, 3K. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about like we said before. It's all about priorities. You can start literally like we in a business, one of the few businesses in the world that you can start with literally $0. Apart from of course the advertising thing that of course you have to reinvest the money, but you have the confidence to put let's say $10 and see your first 20, 30, right? You have the confidence to
Yeah.
invest more. But yeah, I mean, right now with AI, you can just focus on the advertising, let's say, and the launch compared to creating the book that till now was like 80% of the
Yeah. Yeah.
expenses,
Yeah.
right? So, and yeah, man, absolutely. So I'm pretty curious about the mindset shift you had, like going from initially again with your FBA business or your bartender days to completely like making be able to travel the world because that's how you manage your time right now. I mean, you can work remotely. And what is the things that excite you the most personally, apart from financially speaking, apart from the business, like where you see yourself in the next months doing this, like
Now my goal is to stay here in Australia about for 2 more months, focusing in keeping the work done, and for this Q4. and then I'm moving back to Spain to visit my family and all my friends. And then I still don't know where I'm going to move, but I'm moving to a new country. Still don't know. I still can't say nothing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm going to move somewhere. Any dream place, what I have been dreaming for a long
Yeah,
time.
you
So
have the
yeah.
options, man. You have the options, absolutely. Ricard, it's been a pleasure. I don't know if you want to share something with us because, of course, some of the advice that I want to give you, and I spoke already with Manu as well about your situation because, of course, Manu was one of the main guy behind you in terms of guide you, and you told me that it was an amazing experience
Yeah.
to work with him. Um, you have a lot of stuff in the sense that you can expand much more the royalties because of course you make like 20K not only with KDP, right? Other with other platforms you include inside, if I'm not wrong, probably ACX, the
No.
audiobooks.
No. I'm just making money with KDP, but I'm making money with my account, and then I have another shared account
Ah,
with a
okay.
friend. So that's why I'm adding some profits in my
Cool.
dashboard.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And my thing is, if you're able, that's how you make like those extra 2,000, 3,000, even $5,000 per month by publishing your books in other platform. Like as you know, we have KDP, like we
Yeah,
also IngramSpark, and you make a question in the group the last time I saw you question
yeah.
like about IngramSpark. Do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
plan also that?
I'm planning now to start growing the business outside of KDP. I'm really interested in IngramSpark, in Audible, and yeah, now I feel like there is a good opportunity in TikTok Shop. I'm still
Oh my god.
looking the opportunity, but yeah, I'm start like interesting that because I think that there is a big opportunity in TikTok Shop.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that on TikTok Shop are making insane numbers. The cool thing is that there is a concept that is insane. I want to add this. It's like if you're selling, let's say if a very big creator or like someone is doing a very good job on TikTok and is selling a book in a similar niche to yours, they're gonna be able to bring so much traffic that the spillover effect is gonna make you also get sales in your like insane stuff. TikTok. It's probably like
Yeah.
where the publishing I see where it's headed for sure. And in let's say the social, non-social media is like the attention economy. They want to see the demonstration of the product slowly. That's for sure where the things get in the future. So we are ready, man. We are ready, and we have a lot of news for you guys. So yeah, thank
Excited,
you so
excited
much.
for what's coming.
Thank you so much, man. I don't know if you want to share something extra. It's been an amazing chat, and yeah, looking forward for the next goal, the 40K goal.
I just would recommend everybody to focus in finding a good niche and focusing in customer research and focusing in launching quality books. It's gonna happen. So just focus on that and keep doing it.
Yeah. Amazing, man. Congratulations again. See you inside the group. And yeah, let's talk soon for sure.
Thank you, Tommy.